Lightseekers is actually sort of inspired by a true life event that happened in the eastern part of Nigeria. It's called Port Harcourt. It's quite a popular place, and about 7 years ago, I think, there was a terrible lynching of 4 university students in a town called Alu. And I've always been very fascinated by that story. So when I was doing my master's in creative writing at the University of East Anglia, I came up with an idea to write a story regarding what would happen if we had an investigator that was coming in to find out why these boys were killed, especially because everybody knew what happened. It was on social media. The brutal killing was very obvious to everybody, including some of the people that did it. But there was a lot of speculation as to why it was done, and I thought it was very interesting to bring an investigative psychologist into that space to come and see what the interrelationships of culture, history, the constant tension between the educated elite, the academic environment, and the villagers themselves. The idea of Nigeria having such a huge inequality and the lack of security in that kind of space that would have triggered the whole lynching, so to speak. I basically created this character called Philip Taiwo, who was an investigative psychologist and was hired by the fictional father of one of the boys to find out why his son was killed. And I think that's basically the story. And in that journey of him discovering why these kids were killed, it's sort of revealed Nigeria to him. So you can almost see it almost like a travelogue in a sense, because for him to understand why it happened, he had to understand a lot more about the people, what drove them, their cultures, their fears, and their insecurities, so to speak. So Lightseekers as a title is really I say a metaphor for knowledge, seeking light, and that's where the title came from, and that's what the story is about.